excuse.
when they play the Bulls.
Because you watch the Wizards.
I low key feel bad for people who are Wizard fans, man. Like I got a couple of buddies who, from that area, and they're Wizards fans, and it's just look what it came for. They had John Wall and Beal, like they was competing.
They scored. Kuzma hit a free throw with 5:47 left, and they never scored again.
I'm not watching that. There's no reason. There's no reason to watch this.
Toronto ended like on like a 21-1 run or some shit. What is some crazy shit like that?
Who was running that? Was that like Grunwald?
16-0. What was it?
Grunwald? Was he running that back then?
Back what?
The Wizards. When they had like John Wall, I swear it was.
I don't know. Was he Jonah?
I have no clue.
Right,
man. Honestly,
that's a minute
look,
ago.
I ain't gonna lie though. Even when the Wizards are good, I don't catch a lot of their games, bro. Like when they did have John Wall, and John Wall was exciting as fuck. Like that wasn't like a league pass team for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't never really.
You don't see that shit in the NBA though. Not scoring the last 5, like that's some college.
That's college, high school. Yeah. That's what that is.
Not
who's the coach there?
Final.
I don't even know who the coach is.
It's Unseld Jr.
I feel fat. Damn, his dad passed away, and now you got the coach's unserious ass roster.
Being a rebuild coach sounds.
How many years they get that man? How many years he got? Because just as bad, bro. This is bad.
They got to start hitting some picks here eventually because their first round draft pick history in the last 10 years
is really bad. It is.
It's not
so
good.
Bad.
Guys barely make it. Like if they do make it to second contract, it's like a min with another team or something. Like it's usually at the door.
It's gonna be a few people like what's my man gonna be like that? He gonna be in Europe. Wiseman. Oh God. Don't
give him that title. Come on, a second contract somewhere.
Hey, have you seen him play?
No. Put him in the G League. I just want to see.
He was there, but I think him just going to the Warriors just messed it up. He didn't have pick. He didn't have the luxury of learning on the fly and getting playing time. They're trying to win. Like a 19-year-old rookie, it's not gonna. Once he starts fucking up, he getting pulled. Yeah, like that's not gonna work, bro.
He got thrown into the Storm, and then I think he had a a minor knee injury at the end of the year or something, and then it's just
right back.
You never saw anything again.
And then he gets traded to a team with what? Hella bigs who are better than him. So
and the Warriors, you just need such a specific skill set to fit around their players. You have to buy into it.
Yeah, you're not Dre.
There's a reason Dario Saric is getting minutes there. His skill set fits him perfectly.
I was talking to somebody on Twitter, a friend of the show, Joaquin. We was talking about the Wizards. We was talking about the that pick, and of course he was saying like they should have picked LaMelo. I feel like that was never going to work. But he brought up Franz.
Well, hindsight's always gonna be 2020.
Yeah. But you think about like
Franz even going like top 10 kind of was a surprise.
Yeah, it was. I just never liked the LaMelo Ball to Golden State.
People forget that LaMelo was not a good shooter coming into the NBA.
He was not, bro.
No,
I just didn't.
Shooting
I just
was
did not like
mark,
that.
and
I just
didn't
like that.
Suit.
Yeah,
but
I just didn't like. It was just a weird circumstance. It was just weird.
Curry.
I don't know.
His whole like it was such an uncertain thing. I mean, that draft was just weird because they shouldn't
even been there, right? They shouldn't even been in that position in the first place. Like, if the Warriors would never have been there, so it's like they took up a whole slot from somebody who could have used that second pick. So, I think that's just circumstance for Wiseman. It sucks for him, man.
Wait,
you need to learn how to.
Was that Minnesota?
First pick. They got Anthony Edwards that one.
I forgot whose pick they got that.
It was Wolves, Hornets, right? Is that how it went?
Right. Yep.
Is that how it went? Yeah. And then the Hornets, of course, got LaMelo Ball. The Warriors being bad here just fucked it up for somebody. Just completely just took a whole.
Because then they went right back to the top. Didn't even use Buddy. Like, what the hell?
Right back to the top, winning championship, bro.
We're lucky that they did not get another star because
exactly they could have flipped Wiseman into something useful.
Yeah, they definitely could have, bro. Definitely. Hold on, real quick. Welcome back to another week of Uncommon Commentators with Jay, Jonah, and Zoe. Another fun week of basketball happened. As y'all see, we're already talking.
There's a bunch of I forgot you hit record, man.
You gotta pay attention, my boy.
I'm still watching the game a little bit over here.
I see you.
It's down to 8.
The Golden State Warriors, I found a fun stat about their first 11 games. Curry has 321 total points with a true shooting of 68%, and Clay, Wiggins, and Chris Paul combined have 356 points. So them combined only have 30 more points than Curry does, and they have a 47% true shooting percentage.
Speaking of, I think we might have jumped the gun on the Warriors. Clay cooked, bro.
Clay is so cooked. It hurts my feelings.
Oh,
I'm so upset.
And look, Clay is still gonna have one of those. He's still gonna have one of them like games like he just went ballistic.
7 threes and a half.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Some dumb or like 7 1/4. But
You're
Clay,
respect the shot regardless.
Yeah, regardless. You don't lose it. But Clay cooked, bro. It's hard for him to defend. His dribbling was never his strong suit, so that's even like, man, it's just bad.
Nobody on their team can put up 20 points per game.
No.
Plus, other than Curry right now.
Yeah,
Wiggins is
Curry
shooting like 12% from 3 right now.
Wiggins is disappointing right now. Like, he was up to like 18. Like, he's gotta step it up.
It's bad.
I'm still not used to defense first Wiggins.
No. What else is bad is that it just sucks that this could fuck around be Curry's best season ever, and it might go for naught because this roster. I think we jumped the gun. Like these guys, they're not looking. Even Chris Paul, like he's older, man.
Yeah, that CP3 experiment is interesting. Still, I think it's still a little early, honestly.
Yeah, like we jumped the gun.
Bench unit, but you're not getting the scoring punch out of him as much. That's just not what you're getting from him anymore.
Not it. No, you're not at all.
You need other people around him to help him in that unit, and if he's the guy in the unit, then
it's gonna be tough.
Very tough.
Super tough.
So
he needs
tough
somebody to at least run pick and roll with. Damn, like
it's just not. It's
if
just
he's off the ball. They're paying no attention to him.
Like who they beat? They've beaten OKC. I don't even know they wins. They played Denver good, but they didn't.
Yeah.
They beat the Pistons. They beat. Let's see. Are they on a 3-game losing streak now?
Are they like 3-5, 3-4, 3-6, something?
The Warriors are loading. 6-5.
They 6-5.
They are 6-5.
Yeah, they got like on a 3-game
straight.
Yeah. I can't remember their wins to save my life, and I've been watching them.
They beat the Kings on Clay's game winner. They beat the Thunder on Steph's game winner. They beat the Kings again. They beat the Rockets, and they beat the Pelicans.
Yes.
And they beat the Pistons.
Mostly decent teams, I guess,
Yeah.
I think it's still early, man.
It is very early. It's very early.
That's gonna be the phrase this whole episode. It's so early.
You can't jump for the fake on
certain things. Yeah, certain things you can be like, okay, that shit is here to last. It's gonna last, and then it's like if you actually watch, like all three of us do, and so y'all do know we watch games all week long. If we miss something the day of, hey, in the NBA app, y'all are the GOAT for the condensed games. Oh, that is by far one of the best feature on any TV app. Condensed games, bro, you can run through 5 games in an hour because of that shit. But I just want to shout that out, let y'all know to use that shit. But since you watch, we are watching these games, we can see what's gonna last and what's not, and also depending on the teams. We know like teams, we're going over for real teams in January. After Christmas.
The Blazers were the 1 seed last. The Blazers and the Jazz were one. Like nobody thought the Jazz were real, but just an example. They were a 1 seed at one point last year.
And they were awful. They were awful. You know what I'm saying? But we have been getting some news. I've been paying attention to some things. I don't know if y'all saw the shit about Zion. Have y'all saw that?
Which, the interview where he's breathing heavy?
Oh my God! Why was he breathing that hard?
Like he just ran or something. Like,
yeah, like hey, what is up with that? John, did you see that shit?
I didn't.
Basically, I tried to get it, and the clip wasn't popping up for me to put on the soundboard. But basically, I'm gonna see if I can. Let me know if y'all can hear this when I press play. Can y'all hear that? I didn't think so.
Nah.
Yeah, something wrong with it. Basically, they asked him about. That's one that it been fucking up, but basically he was breathing hard as fuck, just like so hard. But it was basically asking him like, how do you feel about the direction of the team? And basically, he looked not happy, basically. And long story short, he basically said, "I'm trying my best to buy in right now to the program."
Yo, I've seen a lot of frustrated Pelicans fans on the timeline.
Yeah, but he's talking about he trying to buy in and he trying to take a back seat to the whole situation. Buy in? Motherfucker, you be hurt all the time. Like, what are we talking about? Like, I don't know, man.
So far to start the year, he hasn't looked the same as like his shooting percentages are down significantly. Like he was putting up, that's what was his big thing is his like contested layups and stuff like that were automatic.
Yep.
He could just run at you and lay it in.
And now
I think he's only shooting like 50% from the field, and so many of those shots are going to be around the rim. It's hard. It's tricky to tell because you want to say give him some time, let him ramp up, but they don't really have the time for that. 1 and 2, health is always going to be a concern. It's
the fact that he even said this shit. The fact that he even says like he playing every game. This is the shit I be talking about with guys. And look, everybody, we are pro player. Get your shit. But sometimes y'all got to stop. They be talking like they be producing, and they don't be producing. I just can't. I'm sorry, I can't get with this shit. Go ahead.
Are we about to act like we don't know that he doesn't want to be there?
Right,
like, since draft night, like he wanted to be in New York, he's wanted to be in Dallas. Like he does not want to be in New Orleans.
He wants to be in Dallas.
He loves Dallas. Story. Yeah, don't worry about it. He loves Dallas.
Never had sign about Dallas.
I don't think I've ever heard that, yo. I don't think I ever heard that.
That's like a kid on Christmas Day.
I didn't know he liked Dallas.
Let's just say he has connections there.
Oh, okay. I think I'm picking up what y'all throwing up. You know what I'm saying?
Look, he doesn't want to be in New Orleans, man. We know this. I'm not surprised he said something like that.
Did you say the Knicks?
He's been linked to the Knicks every summer.
Oh my God! What we just say last week? We just said this 2 weeks ago. Every time somebody comes available, the Knicks are involved. I don't believe it.
Hey, big city. They always gonna say it.
Come on, man.
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong, but that's crazy. What is
his trade stuff? It was like he was a rookie. It's like, what are they going to give up for a rookie?
Right. Like, when's his contract up? When is his contract up?
He just signed an extension.
He did. Do you know what I blame? I blame Harden for this shit.
Oh.
We're gonna talk about him for sure.
What if it's 6'6" lefties? What the hell?
Oh my God, Jesus Christ! You ain't lying, bro.
Near the same height is pretty crazy.
That is nuts, ain't it? That is nuts. It's crazy how height can just look different because of somebody's weight. I saw that story. Another story. It was gonna be too much. I didn't want to have to be playing so many clips in one episode. Like I want to do that, but if y'all want to go back and listen to this shit, you can. The Clippers from the bubble year. Why are they talking? First of all, it was Montrez on Gil's pod saying some crazy shit. Bro, he had said some shit like, I'm sending y'all the episode, but he said some shit like, you know, we would have won, we had to take a break. You know, we had all the momentum, but we just didn't know. We didn't want to be there. listen, they acting like they was the only team. They was like, we had to play these games. You know, we got a routine. Crazy shit he talking. Like, crazy. For no reason. Why are we talking about this? Why are we still asking these guys, do you think you would have won in 2020? Why are we still asking them?
The reactions to the bubble are so funny. I think Steven Adams put it the best. Dude, they're talking about it, and he's like, I don't know, we were just stuck there, and we played basketball. Like, that was it.
That's all it was.
That's all
Stop
it was.
Stop hyping it up. Like, we get it. You didn't get to see your family, but all this, the championship didn't mean anything. We stopped trying.
You
blah,
all
blah,
was
blah.
there, and then our guy, who I never thought would get on my nerves, Lou Will. Lou Will. Y'all saw the clip, right? You thought people were saying they didn't give a fuck about it, and you said, nah. Here a quote, we started to hear the rumblings that nobody is going to respect this chip, so we kind of just took our feet off the gas. So you mean to tell me when y'all up 3-1, y'all said, Washington Capitol. What?
We don't need to talk about the bubble. Let's just.
I never understand these arguments with sports because I get it. Some players in the NBA are just incredibly talented. And they probably don't give a shit about the sport. There are people like that. I'm very sure it's like that at all levels. But like, you're gonna compete when you're on the floor, man. You're not.
Regardless, bro. I'm not trying to hear that shit, man. Cause you thought some people who don't fucking matter was not gonna respect the championship. I would have felt better if they got swept off the floor in the first round with this comment. Fam, you were up 3-1. 3-1. And so you mean to tell me everybody in there was just saying, fuck it, we're gonna say, even Doc, we're gonna give these games away.
You took the L. Just go home and stop talking about it.
Why?
In 2023.
Why are we talking about this? Why are we talking about this? It's been 3 champions since then.
Gotta stay relevant somehow.
Come on, man.
Speaking of relevant, let's talk about the Clippers today.
I'm still in
the segue. I'm tired of the bubble talk, bro.
All right. So if we're going to talk about the Clippers, I'm going to start here. This is where I'm going to start.
Ask the producer to pipe this into the Clippers locker room so I can talk to you, James. I hope you're taking notes. I'm telling you in advance, you're welcome for the wisdom I'm about to spew. Because, listen, I get on my knees every night and pray for someone to believe in me like Daryl Morey believed in you. You wanted a certain coach, they brought in Mike D'Antoni. You want to play a certain style, they played it. You wanted Dwight Howard, they brought him in and got rid of him when you were tired of him. You wanted Chris Paul, they brought him in and got rid of him when you were tired of him. They brought in your old friend Russell Westbrook. You want to go to Vegas on off days? They looked away. You wanted the team to stay over so you could go out at night. They changed the schedule, and it didn't work. And you know what? You said, I'm going to break up with my whoopee. Not good enough. I see the bright lights in New York. I want to go there. My old pal, Kevin Durant. It's going to work. The big 3. And all after 1 year, you wanted out. You realized, oh, my gosh, I took this guy for granted, the guy that believed in me. I went back with Daryl Morey. They traded Ben Simmons for you. How did they pull that off? And you know what? You went there, and you got a partner who got the MVP. He won the MVP. And what did you say afterwards? You said, they didn't hand me the reins. You're the point guard. You were holding the reins. And what did you do when you had the reins? You scored 9 points in Game 7 against Boston. You blew a 3-2 series lead. So they fired their coach. Not good enough. You broke up with your guy who believed in you again. You said, the bright lights of L.A., that's where I want to go. Let's see if that works. Listen, James, have you ever had those friends who had bad roommates? Over and over, they complained about their bad roommates. This guy's terrible, the bad roommate here. They never thought to be self-aware enough that they're the bad roommate. They're the problem. Hey, James, you're the problem. If this doesn't work this year in this system with this team, then you're going to go and point fingers at everybody else, and you're going to go back home and you're going to start swiping right for another team, and there's not going to be anybody left. Because, James, you're not the beard, you're not the system, you're the problem.
Oh. Yo, I got busy with the analogies.
Yo, as many times I've listened to that, I missed the swipe right part. I missed that shit. I didn't hear that shit.
You should have.
Oh my God. I should have put the one with the eat the meat. I should have did that.
I'm about to pull it up.
Listen, let me tell you something. That man
they took it down?
Yo, they took Bally Sports.
I hope you're taking notes. I'm telling you in advance, you're welcome for the wisdom I'm about to spew. Because listen, I get on my knees every night and pray.
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
Yes.
He's going in. Oh yeah. That's the one right there.
That is the one. L's. Five, bro.
Straight L's.
Yes. And 0-4 with him, right? With Harden.
Yeah.
Yep. Knicks, Nets,
they made their
Grizzlies, Mavs.
They made their team worse. I don't want to hear this. It's only been 4 games. Listen, the writing's on the wall with this shit. The writing, people say, well, he didn't have a training camp. Listen. They don't have no defense, really. Like Batum was like that one dude, like you can help with like with the lineups. He can be a filler. You don't even have that. Who else they trade away? Like you just
Covington. Just another guy you could throw out there.
What you thought bringing over PJ Tucker was about to?
What does PJ Tucker do?
He's in Harden's contract. That's it.
He shoots corner threes, and he gets angry.
That's it.
He's a pit bull.
He's a pit bull.
Defense, I don't think his defense is that valuable at this part of his career.
At this point, no. I don't think it has been for a minute.
People try to dog Patrick Beverly for that. They need to be started dogging PJ Tucker for that shit, bro. He hasn't been a dog defender since he won with Milwaukee, in my opinion.
The second year in Miami, after that first year, he was solid, but that second season.
Oh yeah. He was solid there. But I'm talking about
so many teams.
But that last time when he won, the last time when they won Milwaukee, I felt like he was for real. Like, oh, he's locked down. Miami, like you said, he was still there, but it was like, you're right.
Yeah.
But the Clippers, there's no way, ain't no way Kawhi signed off on this shit, right?
Okay, is Kawhi actually frustrated? Do we see this confirmed?
I think so, bro. I've been watching. I've been peeping them games. I've been watching the games.
Frustration's just there in general.
Yeah.
From years past because either things haven't gone their way or when they've had control, it hasn't gone their way. Some of that has been self-inflicted, obviously, but it's just a lot of layover. I found this good clip of their first possession. Or it's 1 minute into the Grizzlies game. So Harden gets the ball on like a mid post up on, I don't even know who this player is. Some random guy has been started for the Grizzlies.
Yes, they have, bro. I've had to look at the damn list.
Paul George takes about 8 seconds to get around a screen on the opposite side. Kawhi's not spacing properly, and it ends up with a kick out to Westbrook. So the ball got to Harden with 15 seconds on the shot clock. It finished with a pass to Westbrook in the corner for a 3 as the buzzer went off.
God damn, that ball stopping ass.
It's not even that. It's just like they don't have like any flow, no continuity.
Tell Kawhi to set up back screen for PG and see what happens.
Zero flow, bro. Zero. We just said are we giving? It's always. Well, they got Ty Lue. Ty Lue can fix it. Are we giving Ty Lue too much credit?
Yeah,
the roller coaster with Ty Lue.
Yeah, I'm not giving him all the blame. This roster is not that good.
It's not. It's not.
Yeah.
At least things like this can be fixed somewhat, like literally just figuring out what you're doing with your offense, and not just even if you're relying on talent, it's still just going to be difficult shot making. That's not going to get you. We've seen that with these quote unquote super teams, with a bunch of shot creators. Like you aren't gonna make it just relying on jump shooting and shot creation.
Can we, since you just brought up super team, can we just for 1 second, can we give the Heatles they for real flowers? Because people have been trying to people have been trying to follow that method. They went to 4 straight finals and won twice. And people don't realize how hard that really is, as they're saying. and to stay healthy and to hit on. They hit on role players. The Heat did. Like, their role players were solid. Like, they really had not a lot of big injuries. Like, yeah, Wade was hurt here and there, but we've seen the Clippers try this shit outside of the Warriors. That shit was like a match made in heaven. That shit, but the Clippers didn't try this shit.
They already had their shit going.
Yeah, they already had this shit. Yeah. So I'm not even gonna count that. You got the Nets. Who else tried some shit? Like, teams tried this, and this shit is hard. Like what Miami did, no one thought that shit was even gonna happen. They went to 4 straight out the gate. It wasn't like they missed a year. Out the gate, they was going to the finals, and they won 2. So it's like this shit hard.
That was such a like free agency based era too. It's so much more trade based now.
Yes,
we see that with everything with team building. Like
the
reason why teams are cool with giving up all these picks is you can't just go out and draft like a star player that could be a number 1 or number 2 option now. It's very difficult to do that. Like even if it's a top pick, it's still going to be really tough.
Yep.
And even when you do spend your picks, and I don't know, there's so many Harden trades you could track and things like that because he's been involved with some big teams, but like it is hard to figure it out whether Harden's on your team or not. If he makes it more difficult, yes, it's still difficult. You still have a lot of hoops to jump through.
It's so difficult. And I feel like Westbrook is getting annoyed. He got pulled for a late game situation last night against the Grizzlies, and they put Harden in. So it's like, I'm
just glad we're past the whole Westbrook like thing. He's on a cheaper contract, so people can chill out there. He's on a lower role.
Yeah.
He's not going to be seen in it. Like he's going to go out of his way and try to get his here and there. It's going to happen. That's what Westbrook does.
Who else was in that lineup too at the end? That's one thing I didn't see. I saw the reaction of Russ getting subbed out, but
it was Harden, Kawhi. Fuck.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, we can take a look. I forgot actually who it was.
It's always tricky. That's one thing that really stuck out with me too with this team is like, what are their lineup combinations? Obviously, you're always going to have probably one or two of any of those players.
The worst combination I saw from them was having Bones and Russ on the court at the same time. That was hideous, bro. That was a hideous guy.
Are going to be cool sitting and setting screens, catch and shoot. Everybody wants the ball and wants to start cooking.
Norman Powell should not be this important.
No.
Norman Powell was on the fucking floor. I knew it.
He's playing well, but his shot creation and his movement shooting should not be that important off the ball to your team.
Is he playing all-star level well? Did y'all see that? He said he wanted to be all-star this year.
I've seen, but Norman Powell be getting the buckets, but let him be.
I want to be an all-star too.
Yeah,
right. So do I.
And I've seen them do some sets where Kawhi is being a catch like a spot-up shooter. Are you crazy?
It's not going to work with this group of guys. It's just not.
And hold on, we ain't never mentioned the ridiculous. We haven't mentioned the ridiculous quote from Harden about calling himself the damn system, like he didn't won championships.
The full quote was much better.
It was.
The soundbite is amazing, though.
The soundbite was amazing.
The soundbite is.
No, practice? Yeah, you definitely got to listen to the whole thing. I got what he was trying to say, but it's still like, Harden, you had a position to do that type of shit, man. Like, I'm over these guys. Like, I'm all for getting your shit, but I'm over these guys not really producing and just asking for the world. I'm just over it. And the Clippers low-key had a decent squad before the trade. And now it's
even last year they could have beat the Suns if Kawhi didn't get injured in the playoffs last year, and they still had so much shit going down.
Yeah.
They were going to be tough. Yes, obviously, they were deeper. But this team now,
the Kawhi ACL injury season, they were even like a 5 seed still. Like, they still hung around. Like,
they have a nasty future, bro.
The downfall of this, all free agents.
They don't have no. Hard for me to believe a ring is coming for the Clippers, bro.
It's very easy in hindsight to look back at the Paul George trade, but if I was back in that situation, I think if 95% of people were in that situation at the time, they would have done the exact same thing.
Yeah,
so
no one thought
10 times out of 9.
You have Kawhi Leonard on your team. Like you're not going to wait for SGA for 3 years for him to develop. If you can get Paul George, his OKC final season, he was so fucking good.
Yeah, he was
MVP. He was MVP.
I think he was third in MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was getting busy.
Get that, bring it to your team.
No, absolutely.
Yes, a lot of people are going to do that. So
a lot of people. So don't act like people act like they wouldn't do that. Now, do y'all think Kawhi is regretting not coming to the Lakers instead with Bron and AD?
Nah, I don't think Kawhi has that in him. His personality, his character, quote unquote, I don't know. Whatever. I don't think so.
I think Kawhi is a bit. That personality give me like Russell Wilson-ish. Like,
I don't think he's just a normal dude. I
don't think
people paint it in a really weird image. Like, I just think he's just like a normal ass guy.
I honestly think Kawhi is a handful behind the scenes. Seriously, I think he do. Dude, people forget when he first got to the Clippers, he was like, "Shit, I'm living in San Diego. Are you crazy? Are you?"
I forgot about that,
bro. It was so much with Kawhi, bro. Like when
he was extra as hell. Fucking
he was
diva.
He was super. I think, and it's crazy. Like I know I said that he seemed frustrated, but I think it with his Harden shit. I don't think he really wanted Harden there because he probably think it don't make no sense. But I wonder if Kawhi really is difficult behind the scenes to deal with, bro.
Well, if he is, he's handling his business behind closed doors. Because we saw the San Antonio saga, and that was like a quad injury, and we didn't hear anything about it.
Bro, that shit
is the Spurs. Spurs are a different organization.
That Spurs shit was crazy, bro. Wasn't
Spurs aren't letting shit out. That's just how the Spurs are gonna roll. But I don't know.
I need some tissue. I'm keep wiping out nose like I've been doing some damn lines or something. Jesus.
Dang, bro. Hold on.
My nose keeps dripping.
The fourth quarter lineups for the, let's see, what was this 10-3 lineup they ran? So the Clippers went on some nice runs for a while. They didn't play Zubac the entire fourth.
No. So you need to go back and check them out. It's
Norm, Terrence Mann. It's like Zubac can only do so much.
Too. You got Bones. It's so much. What the fuck? Like, I don't understand.
Shouldn't matter that much too.
All these guys on their team, bro.
Plumlee injury hurts
so bad.
Even then, this team just doesn't do it for me.
No, man. That's why coming in for all of us was just like, it's the Clippers. They got guys. They're gonna win games.
I thought it raised the ceiling, but it's not like that ceiling was going to be more accessible. Like,
yeah.
Everything had to click for them to make a deep run.
It's a risk worth taking, but you're at the point where I think it's just so situational with where they're at as a team right now, too. What they've had in the last couple of years, it's like, it's still not my favorite acquisition, but
no.
It's like, what are your options?
And they could have done this in the offseason.
This is true.
Just get it done. Go through this training camp you were talking about.
So many teams did some weird ass things. Don't you think? Like, so many teams waited so late for this. Like, I mean, I guess like the Bucks with Dame, I guess it kind of happened that way because it was just so much going on there. But I can understand that.
The first one.
Yeah, but I
should have went first.
Yeah. Like the Steven Adams shit, that's weird. They waited so long, and the Clippers and the Philly thing. Like Philly, once Harden was in China talking that shit, shit should have been, hey, get this motherfucker up out of here, man. Like, let's figure this shit out.
Should have packed his bags for him.
Yes, once that shit happened, like we shouldn't have been waiting till November to be getting a Harden trade. Like that shit should have happened July, August, September. Before training camp type shit. Like, I don't understand why it took so long. But the Clippers, like being in a
position where teams that build their shit up can easily be on that level with these other teams and stuff. It's a fun balance in the league right now.
This plot twist. The Clippers become sellers. They redistribute some of this power. Season's totally different.
Don't they open a new stadium next season?
Or 2 years. He's trying to bring everybody back. Never mind.
Or 2025.
Gotta pay for that stadium. Year.
Yo.
Oh, fuck, Steve.
The luxury tax they're going to be in is going to be
Hey, they
insane.
got nice bathrooms, though.
They got nice bathrooms.
Oh, my God. Man, they have, like, cool, they have an awful future, bro.
It could be so bad. Even then, these guys are just getting older.
Yeah.
Every day.
I'm sure Paul George is 30 now, right?
Yeah.
Kawhi like 32, 33. Harden's 30, right?
It's Russ' birthday today, right? 35.
Russ 35. Damn.
Let's take a look.
Paul George got to be like 32. You got to think about he was battling against the Heatles.
I think he's 33. Harden he is 34.
Damn. That's crazy. That's
Russell Westbrook.
35.
Not as significant anymore, but he's 35, which is just crazy too.
That he's even still
so much numbers at 35. Shit.
When you think about Russ and his athleticism, if you told me he was going to make it to 35,
I thought he would have been done by now.
Tip the cap, man.
The way he played,
that man broke his face. He didn't have
Paul
knee
George is
surgeries.
33. He will be 34 in May.
Damn. Yeah, that's the whole team, bro.
Old legs, basketball years, boy.
Kawhi Leonard is 32.
And he always broken, so shit.
If you told me that Kawhi was going to be the youngest out of all those,
that's crazy.
I mean, it makes sense when you really think about it.
Yeah, it does, but that's still crazy. And they end up being teammates after all. They could have been teammates in Indiana. Now that you think about it.
Oh yeah, he got traded draft night, right?
Yeah, for George Hill. What a
random trade. Fuck George Hill.
Who was the scouts for the Pacers that said that shit?
Somebody
George Hill was a little dog back in the day.
Oh my God.
George Hill was a dog back then.
He was, but damn. But you never thought Kawhi was gonna be like this, though. You didn't. He was good at San Diego State, but I didn't think Kawhi was gonna be like this. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't thinking he was gonna be like this dude. Yeah. But you said, see anything else on the Clippers, man? I think it's bleak.
Close eye on them.
I think it's
still gotta watch.
We are only 9 games into the season, so give me like 10. Give me till game 20, and then I'll start.
Yeah, we just had they on that radar because it's Harden shit. Put it even more on the radar, and it's like they're not just losing; they look bad. That's the thing.
Looks so bad. So
yeah,
quick.
It's like that's the thing. I don't even think it's the losing; it's how they're losing. That's why it's like, yo, this is crazy. This is insane.
You know who's not losing though?
Who?
The Houston Rockets. I'm stealing all the segues.
Yeah, man.
Stealing segues, bro.
Hey, Zoe is podding, man. Look, Zoe, he in his bag now. He been doing his research. You know, he been figuring how he gonna do his thing. He doing his thing.
Y'all hear it?
6 in a row.
Houston.
6 in a row.
Houston.
Impressive.
2 of those wins are over the Kings without De'Aaron. 1 of them is over the Lakers without AD. Those feel important, but they've been playing good basketball nonetheless.
They've been playing good basketball. I was checking them out against Denver. The announcer throughout the game, at least 4 or 5 times, was like, "This looks like a team."
Yes.
This looks like a team.
They do,
I'm
bro.
like, go ahead. Just be excited.
Hey, look,
it was so nasty.
I said to watch. I said, watch out in the group chat. And they did beat Denver last night. I wasn't expecting that shit, but I was just saying, keep a close eye on them. So I've been watching them. I know y'all really haven't. That was one thing I wanted to see because, you know, we were all big on Udoka. We just knew he was going to change it right away. And then the guys they brought in, you have to go up from what you were last year. Like, you have no choice. Like, but I really like how they look. This might sound crazy. Listen, I'm going to go off the rails. They're going to fight for a 10th spot of the play-in. I think so. I like how they look.
Start off like this.
I think they can.
Can be possible. Towards the end of the season.
Right. I've been watching their games, and like we said, one was our Fox, but that's still, you know. But the one against all these big games were in Houston. So they beat Denver in Houston. They beat the Pelicans in Houston, the Lakers and Sacramento in Houston. I don't know what the other game. Who was the other games? Let's see. Who was it? Damn, Damn, it ain't gonna pop up. When does season
Charlotte
start?
as well.
Yeah, Charlotte, Sacramento twice, Golden State.
Nothing wrong with winning on your home court, though. Wins a win.
Oh yeah,
protect yours.
Oh yeah, I love that. Oh, they started off 0-3. Orlando, Spurs, Warriors, and the Spurs only lost by 4. They got blown out by the Magic, but I really like how this team looking. My man, how you say his name? Sengun been hooping.
Alperen Sengun.
Sengun been hooping.
I don't know that for any reason.
You've been practicing that one just so you won't mess his name up. I'm with you on that.
He hooping though.
They all been hooping.
19.4 points per game. He's shooting 60% from the field.
Yep.
Crazy.
6 assists, 8 rebounds. I mean, I just like how they use him as like their little offensive hub. They give him all those little post touches, and they're comfortable with him passing the ball. Obviously, he's a great passer, but it just employs so much more movement for the team. You can have Jalen Green come around on handoffs. You can have Fred get little dump offs for threes. Dylan Brooks is going to always want to unload it, who is also shooting 53%.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Yes. And
got to put some respect on this man's game this year.
And Jalen Green is shooting 40% from 3 as well. That's good for him. Jabari shooting 36%. Who else? Because look, right now, you got Fred at 17. Go ahead, my fault.
He's still giving out, Fred, 17 points, 8 assists. He came in there.
Efficiency can be tricky with him, but they needed a point guard, and he's doing that.
Yep.
Just the crazy thing.
Jayshawn Tate.
Yes.
His role, he's always been a fun player, but his role, like those scrappy role players on bad teams, it gets ugly. When you actually have some more talent around them, it only makes those guys better. They're going to not have to touch the ball as much on offense. They can just do their thing. I mean, Tari Eason's kind of that same player. So they have a good mix of Londale's a solid little backup center. Like they have a sturdy rotation.
Very sturdy.
Enough really to where it's kind of balanced. Is it a great rotation?
No, it's not.
It's not the best.
But these are a lot of young dudes who are going to take steps. All of them.
Aaron
Holiday coming off the bench, that dude is solid.
No, they got. I like their mix of guys. I like how they look like a team. I like their sets. They I can see communication. Even on the defensive side of the ball, like they're not the best, of course, but just having someone like Dylan Brooks and Fred will play D, that helps. They're gonna be talking like on a string. That's gonna help with Sengun, who's like a fucking traffic cone, as Jonah would say. He is though. He was last year for sure. Like he wasn't playing. He was getting dumped on left and right.
Nice yesterday.
He's young.
Yeah, he's young. So
those questions, I'm not gonna like. Yes, I'm gonna have questions with their defense, with him anchoring their defense in the future. But they're figuring it out right now. I'm not worried about that in the slightest right now. They're trying to figure things out.
Very young.
Players can get better on that side of the ball. Like 2-3 years from now is going to be such a different team. You don't need to have those criticisms with a young team.
No. Yeah. You don't even go over the top. Yeah, you don't at all. That's something you learn. You get the heart for that shit. Like,
time for guys.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna overanalyze mistakes by a young team. I'm not gonna do that because they're gonna be growing. And I don't even think it's out of the question of them fighting for a 10th spot. Anything can happen in the West.
I mean, I think Portland and Utah are for sure under them. That's 2 teams already. The Spurs have Wemby, but
he'll sit some games. They'll drop some just losing anyways.
Yeah, like
you never know with the Pelicans. You never know.
Sure.
Right now with the Pelicans, you don't know what the fuck going on with them.
Speaking of the Pelicans, Larry Nance is injured now, so that's another player.
Ooh. So there you go. So
they got a nice 7 players on the injured list right now. You can have a nice little starting. Oh yeah,
CJ with the lung issue.
Trey
CJ
Murphy,
McCollum. Man, they got so much happening.
Alvarado can help you out.
Yeah, there's so much happening.
Yeah, nice little starting unit on the injured list.
They have their draft pick next year. Shit, they might just pull it.
Do they?
I would think so.
We'll dive in next.
Yeah, we'll dive in this.
Talk about.
Yeah, we'll dive in about them. But I really like the direction Houston is going, and Udoka got these boys looking like a team. Like
Jeff Green.
Yes.
Solid vet who got a little bag over there.
11 minutes. 15 minutes he's getting over there. 7 points a game still.
Had him a nice little revenge game against Denver too.
Yeah, he was playing.
Bench.
He got a revenge game against half the teams in the league.
He does.
Hey, Jeff is holding it down. He's like 36, 37?
That's about right.
Had open heart surgery halfway through his career.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Brian calls him Uncle Jeff, and they're the same age.
Was it either against the Cavs or was it over Braun when he had that ridiculous corner three, opposite corner? I don't know if it was a three, but I know Jeff Green hit some crazy ass corner shot on the opposite side of the inbound on the Celtics.
I was about to say,
he probably did. When he had he was on the Celtics, he was always ready for primetime games against the Heat. He was always ready for that shit.
That man has a body on like every team. He is dunked on so many people. Just
shit, he had some last year. Like,
right?
Yes.
What are we doing?
Y'all got anything else about these Clippers? These Houston Rockets?
That court looked dope too.
Rocket
man.
It was nice, but it was still bright for me. But it was nice though. It was still nice. Who else debuted? The Spurs.
The Spurs jersey.
Yeah, that was nice.
What'd you call it? What'd you call it, Jonah? The font?
The little yeehaw font.
Yeah, that yeehaw font.
The howdy font.
That shit it's a nice jersey.
That
Pelicans, have you guys seen the Pelicans court? Crazy as hell with the colors, but their logo has like
I don't think I watched their game when they had
it's supposed to be like a spooky court, and the little Pelican logo is like bones.
I gotta go check that out.
No, it's kind of fun.
The Celtics all green one was pretty dope. I kind of rock with that a little bit.
It's nice to see them actually not do something traditional.
Yeah. Absolutely.
They finally switched it up a little bit.
You
can't do much with some of these teams.
What was the court budget? Jesus Christ, bro! Because they got some teams got hella courts,
Dallas
bro.
Didn't figure it out though.
Yeah, how was that? What a malfunction? What the hell? Shout out Jonah. Jonah be having all the news.
I know the Wolves are supposed to have a court alongside their. I think it was prior one of their jerseys, and it did come in on time or something.
Oh damn!
So they had to, like, shit happens.
Y'all got the Wolves got one of the cleanest throwback. That white jersey is. When I buy one, I probably can't wear that shit outside. That shit's so crispy. That shit, I don't want shit happen to that shit. But we're gonna be done with these Rockets, man. We're gonna go right into a team that I just cannot believe. Like, I did not expect this start. The damn Philadelphia Sixers. Nick Nurse has this team really looking like a team. Remember I said, man, I had questions about Tyrese Maxey. And let me tell you something. That young man is hooping. And hooping good.
There was those contract talks, and everyone was making some noise about it. And now we're like, he's giving the bag.
Man, he was in the Zach LaVine trade rumors. That shit's dead now.
Dead, bro.
Philly doesn't want Zach anymore.
No, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him, bro. But Nick Nurse really got them boys hooping over there.
I was interested to see how these role players from the Clippers were going to fit around them. But the way Joel's talking and hooping, like, these guys have no egos and stuff.
Because Rocco, this is second time over there, right?
It's the third time?
It might be Rocco's third 8 in a row. This might be Rocco's third time at the damn with Philly. Batum, I think Batum is a solid piece, bro. He's a solid piece. Hey, get well soon to Kelly Oubre. That's a crazy ass. He got hit by a damn car. Like, what the fuck?
That's super wild.
He was hooping. Like, that's another. He gonna be back. I'm assuming, but
too.
That's crazy.
Broken rib. That's a minute.
Yes, that is yeah. But he was hooping. He was averaging 16 a game, bro. He was hooping.
Contract 16 a game, 50% from the field, 37 from deep.
That's crazy.
Is this start?
Can't ask for much more.
No, it's not. Is this start from the Sixers for real?
I don't think Tyrese Maxey's going to average 28 points per game, but I think he can average 24, 25 the way he's been playing.
Yeah, I think he's definitely a 25 a game guy.
Shout out to Tobias Harris.
I was just about to say this. This man is actually kind of hooping again.
But don't he always hoop, though?
No.
Kind of hooping.
No, he hoop. No, Joe, no, he hoop in the regular season.
I think he's a little far higher up on the pecking order now, and it's just working out better for him.
Oh, you mean
some touches?
I think going from the fourth option to the third option is big for him.
Oh, you might be right there. That is true.
I haven't looked too much into the flow of the offense, but maybe Nurse is doing something to get him more looks. But I mean, 56% from the field, 36% from three. He's getting in the line 4 times a game.
Tobias kind of hooping.
So his last 5 games, he shot the ball 10 times, 11 times, 12 times, 15, and then yesterday he shot the ball 20 times. But it was blowing out Indiana, and it was not blowing out, but it was a high-scoring game. So I get the 20 attempts in that game, but
especially now Kelly is out because Kelly's that's 12 shots a game right there.
Yeah, somebody's gonna have to score.
Yeah, definitely.
I like
he is hooping. I will give him that he is hooping, but I think for me, like Tobias, I think the biggest thing is always in the playoffs. He just disappeared. I think that's what it is. But he is hooping. I ain't gonna slide. I'm not gonna act like the regular season don't matter. But if Nick Nurse got him hooping in the playoffs, man. If Philly might fuck up. Philly can fuck up this Bucks Celtics Eastern Conference Finals we want. If they keep these improving, bro.
I still gotta wait to see these role players, bro.
I do. Oh yes.
But we said a lot of names. Covington, still a question mark. Batum's a question mark. Melton, he's a solid pickup, but now with Oubre out, like, can he step up and score a little bit?
He's been a little inefficient.
Can they jump the Cavs and get the 3rd seed?
That's kind of the. I still think they're very much in the range we kind of thought they were going to be, even with Harden or without.
Yes, I think they're playing better without Harden, but I think they're going to be in that same range. What y'all think? That's what I think.
It's tricky because the Cavs have been looking rocky to start the year.
They have. Something seems off with the Cavs. They're playing. Who are they playing tonight? Sacramento. They look off.
As of now, yeah, I'd have to put them over them, but
yeah, get
that larger sample especially with the Bucks too. They need a larger sample, and they got question marks going on over there.
It's too early.
Yeah, the Bucks is one team like I'm not even going to even stress about.
But we can all agree that like the Harden-less 76ers with Maxey playing this well is very real. Not to this extent, not like a number 1 seed, but it's very like top 4 seed relevant in the East right now.
Maxey,
I feel like.
Yeah, Maxey as a number 2 is a legit thing. A lot of people just pinned him as a number 3 out of the draft. He was a 6-man type dude, and he has worked on his game and improved.
No, he has.
Still shooting 43% from 3.
That shot is not a question at all anymore. That's reliable now.
He's 50-40-90 right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
5 years ago, no one's saying he's 50-40-90.
He's still doing his thing. I mean, I looked at the box score yesterday, and both of them had like 30, and nobody else had double digits. So it was just them cooking. It is.
They was cooking yesterday, and it was crazy. Indiana was cooking as well. It was just a good ass game. But
Indiana's offense is great. Their defense,
buns, bro. The defense is so bad. The defense is.
I mean, stopping Embiid is tough for 80% of the league, anyways. So,
I think it's crazy. All these people. So right now, you got they got 4 guys shooting 50% a game. That's kind of insane right now.
I just think Nick Nurse is happy he actually has a point guard and a center. Yes.
No, facts.
Because Fred has always been kind of a combo guard guy, and Fred had his deficiencies too. Like, Maxey's an upgrade there so far. Embiid is very much an upgrade from when they didn't even have a center to Pirtle to now. I just think he doesn't have to work with a bunch of 6'8" guys, and
some of them can't shoot, and
he could cook up a little bit more.
Yeah,
Embiid at 32 and 11 is crazy.
Casually,
he's not keep that up either, but
84% from the free throw. He's always been a good free throw shooter. That's crazy for a big man.
It's got the most simple low motion.
Just hope he stays healthy, man.
Because goddamn, I will say this: the reason I don't watch a lot of Philly games is because he's so annoying to watch. And B just big ass just be falling all over the court and shit. That's how you get him hurt.
Drive me nuts.
Yeah, that shit drives me insane, bro. Like, it really has to be a team I want to watch them play for me to watch Philly. If Philly's playing,
I don't like their announcers either.
Oh my god, Philly's announcers are not good. I do not like their announcers, bro.
They might be bottom 5 for me.
Dang.
I'm trying to think. You might be right, Joe. I definitely hate watching them. Hate's a strong word. I don't like listening to them.
I was about to say shit.
Hate's hard. Hate, that's harsh. But shout out to Philly, man. I'm really shocked by this start. How they're looking, especially they look freer. They look happier with Harden gone. It's like a elephant out of the room.
It's like you got rid of your bad roommate.
Yes, it is.
I think more of it is just like, obviously, the saga's over. That's the big thing. But just having the peace of mind not have to worry about that anymore is probably just a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
And this is why I wanted to start This is why I wanted to start the season like this. But y'all some hoes, and we had to wait till week 2.5.
Yeah.
You're saying here we 9-0 right now if they trade him earlier.
Man,
that's crazy.
Not 8-1.
No.
The one loss was such a close game to Milwaukee too.
It was
that was a great game.
All right, we're good. Let's keep it moving, man. We're gonna let. Sorry about the microphone situation. We good. We're gonna let Jonah. Hey, we're gonna finish out with these goddamn wolves. We're gonna let Jonah get his shit off. As y'all know, this is Jonah's squad. What you got to say about your team, Jonah?
They're hooping 6 in a row.
He's not wrong.
That's it.
I don't think we've seen a 5-game win streak even until like last year for a while. So I mean, 6 games to start this off is just great, but it's just nice to see a lot of the stuff that we kind of just said. I mean, it's kind of typical like off-season stuff, like give them a season, figure it out. Like all that stuff is actually happening. They look like they've know how to play with each other now. They know how to flow together. I mean, the defensive identity is crazy. The defense is just locked in. Like
they are.
Rudy is playing great defense.
They so locked in, bro.
If like Jaden gets blown by, someone's there to help. Jaden will recover. Help defender will go back to his man. Like they're just on the same page with that.
They're on the string. They're first in defensive rating too right now.
And so much of it is like we're getting Rudy back in that defensive player of the year form. We'll see how sustainable it is, but the tools that we have defensively right now are so much better than what Utah had those years. Because their best defender was Royce O'Neal, and their second best defender was probably Conley.
Mike.
Conley is 6'3". So
and he might be playing. He might be better. He might be playing with a better guard. I ain't gonna say Mike. He is with Anthony Edwards.
Young Donovan versus Ant.
Man,
they're very comparable players and skill sets. Donovan was probably a better playmaker, but I think Ant is probably the better overall scorer.
Oh man, listen, I'm an Ant stan. I'm here for Ant. I love what the Wolves are doing. I love how Ant was talking shit to Draymond last night. Now that shit was that last night?
That was entertaining.
And was that last night? Was only doing that because Ant had one tech, and he was trying to get another tech out of him.
Yeah,
man, and fuck Draymond.
And Ant wasn't going, and he bust their ass. Ant was busting their ass, bro.
He still took many terrible jumpers and still made like half of them.
Yes, on their floor. He didn't give a fuck about them.
No, but this team, that's been the thing about them is they've had other games last year where they would have like a shitty first half and then they just continue being shitty. This game, they had a bunch of mistakes in the first half and they came out looking like a different team. Same thing happened in the Spurs game. They looked like shit to start the first half. They ended up winning by like 20.
Yep. No, they did.
It's just the road games are always going to be tough for teams no matter how good you are. Road stints, those trips, you got to power through somehow.
A lot of people tried to ring the alarm when they lost, when they started 1-2, and since then, you know what really sold me was when that game against Boston that was last week, Monday, when Ant went for that loose ball with 5 fouls. Bro, that right there lets you know everything you need to know about him, bro.
It's a different type of player right there.
Yeah.
A lot of stars, 5 fouls, crunch time.
Not doing that.
That's someone else's
so much
ball.
good stuff to take from that game.
Yeah, like so many guys would have just let Tatum get that ball. Just let him get the ball, and we're gonna reset this defense. He wasn't going. Listen, the refs know I got 5. I know I got 5. I'm gonna have to make a decision. And they did not blow anything. It was everything was clean, but it's the fact the refs definitely could have just blew the whistle and got Ant up out of there.
Oh,
easily.
Absolutely.
And they didn't. I'm glad they didn't. And shout out to him for doing that shit, because you don't see that a lot from the star players from the team.
I mean, he's just having he's averaging 28 a game on 48, 36, 83 right now.
He's just, man.
The playmaking is what has taken up a notch for him. Obviously, the assist is up a whole point, but he's seen the floor so much better. He's making skip passes to the corner. He's recognizing the help. Especially if you're on the floor with Rudy, you guys are going to naturally help off him and help over to you. We saw it with Boston. We saw it with Draymond last night. And they found ways around that. The offense isn't as perfect as it could be, but they're finding ways. And,
they are.
This is a fourth-year player who's a primary scorer and had limited playmaking. And it's just it doesn't have to be like an amazing pass. Just finding the open man if he's got to swing it around, things like that. It's great to see.
It's just like you said, they're hooping like they've been playing together for a while. We saw it in the preseason, that game 1 against Dallas. I remember saying, like, it looks like these guys been hooping for a minute. It looks good, cohesive, continuity, the right way. And like you said, they're led by Ant, so you're going to be looking for good things. But
28, 6, and 5 for Ant is man.
Yeah. Go ahead and talk about Bite.
Bro. Ant's a fool for making up nicknames on the fly and people buying it, first of all.
Yes.
But I can't speak higher about Mike. Like, he's just been perfect for the team. I mean, the whole veteran presence cliche shit it's hitting.
It is hitting hard. It's hitting hard for y'all, man.
The man has never had a technical foul in his career. He's like the most calming person ever.
How crazy is that, bro?
That's kind of crazy because he went through some battles in Memphis.
Yeah. He did. Like, how do you not?
Tony Allen was getting them all. That's why.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Or Zebo or something.
Yeah,
those are getting that shit for him. Yeah,
those are 2 easy ones.
Yeah, them dudes getting that shit for him. But this has been they've been fun, man. Like,
it's just
I came in high on it. I'm gonna stay high on their ass.
Having a point guard to start, that was kind of the thing. Was like the quote unquote traditional point guard, which you can have a conversation about now. It's kind of hard to like really decipher that. It's kind of possessionless because anyone can really initiate offense now, but. I think it's just he didn't have a turnover for like 8 straight games at one point, which is crazy. He had 2 big floaters last night. Just the timely scoring, the chemistry with Rudy's really nice. The lobs are there.
Rudy gonna get his hate, but he looks comfortable, like you said. Like he's back.
Yo, a lot of Bulls fans are upset that we didn't trade for Rudy before.
I remember there was so much noise about that.
Man, listen, the Bulls don't even get first screen action from me. I don't even want to talk about them boys.
The Rudy saga has been crazy.
But how about the Cat saga? Can we talk about Cat still down there averaging 20 a game?
Cat's playing stable defense. It's not great defense. It's not bad defense. He's not a black hole. That helps the team out so much.
It does.
And it's in like last year he would want to, whenever there'd be actions going on, he always wanted to go back to his habits of like playing as the center. And now he's kind of figuring out where to position himself as a forward, wing, things like that. I mean, it's nice that they can kind of hide him on, like they had him on Chris Paul sometimes last night, and he can help out, and that's just more size to throw around.
Yeah, that was interesting to see him matched up on there on your thread. Great thread, by the way.
I was
very informative.
Hey,
I was up way too late on that one.
He was getting busy, wasn't he? He was
getting busy.
It got the traction we needed.
God, that boy was
very thorough, accurate breakdowns.
I wrote about Nas a couple weeks too, and how, I mean, he's just a straight up power forward now. That's just what he is.
Yeah.
I mean, he's dropped all the weights. He's so agile already. But like, it used to be like you'd tweet about it every time there'd be a lineup with Nas on the floor with Cat or Rudy or anything like that. Like, it was like, damn, they're playing him at the 4. This is a big lineup. And now it's just like
big ass lineup.
You get the extra rebounding help. He can still push the rock. He can shoot.
The ball handling. That's the thing for me with him. Like, you can count on him to bring it up and get something moving a little bit.
It's just a funny Swiss Army knife. It's just like slow-mo. Like, it's such a weird pairing with those players, but it works out so well. Like, it's so...
It does.
Hey,
having some functionality with the lineups helps a ton.
He's a 6-man candidate already, people talking.
Listen,
I mean, with some big numbers off the bench early on, for sure.
He's averaging 13 a game, 50, 40, 90 right now. So.
Dang. The skill level of this league, man.
The skill level of this league
definitely been the big thing for him.
Hold on. For who?
For Nas.
Oh, yeah, yes. I forgot for a second who... I have mixed up Slow-Mo and Nas for a second. Yeah. Everybody's playing good, man, for y'all, man. I'm excited. I'm more so excited for Jonah because Jonah is locked in. I wish I was still locked in on my favorite basketball team like this. This is when it's really fun. When your team is fun, you don't know what's going to come from this, but you know your team is good. And you know going in every night, your team has a chance to win no matter who you're going against. And this is exciting for y'all.
That whole thing, like beating the Warriors and Celtics and Denver already is some crazy shit.
And y'all was playing, y'all was hooping, bro, and y'all won. Like
got GSW tomorrow again, so and then Phoenix after that on a back-to-back. So
that's gonna be fun.
Booker should be coming back soon. I wonder
if kind of a death march, but hey, you got to play good teams.
You do, man. To really know how your team is really looking. You know what I'm saying? You got to play good teams regardless.
Straight up.
And I see Joe talk about this a lot on Twitter. Like, he be upset, and I feel him. When you're going against a team and then you get a notification like a star player is out, it's like, I can't take everything away from this game because
I already saw Curry was ruled downgrade to questionable for tomorrow. So.
Oh my God!
He's scared. Nah, I'm joking.
That's a tournament game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we'll see.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. But I'm glad they're doing their thing. I'm like I said, I'm staying high on them. I'm not saying
we got Mike Conley, Nikhil, and Leonard Miller for D'Angelo Russell.
You did, and D'Lo. And D'Lo, we're gonna talk about them in the next couple of weeks, but. D'Lo looking like he's going to get traded at the deadline.
I've already seen the trade packages because
I haven't seen them.
The contracts. These teams start running out of options.
I seen him coming to the Bulls already for DeMar.
The Bulls have been in trade rumors for 3 years and they haven't made a single move. It's crazy.
People stop teams. Teams are sending scouts for our potential downfall.
Weren't the Bulls the only team that didn't make a trade last deadline?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
And we're not going to do that again, bro.
Every other team did make a trade, first of all.
We waited for Pat
we waited for Pat Bev in the buyout. That's all we did. But send Zach or DeMar to the Lakers or some shit.
I'm honestly ready for the tank. Just bring it out.
We're not going to talk about the Bulls, man. We're done. Anything about the Wolves. We're going to move on to we're going to move on to
finish off these road games. Nice. That's all I'm looking forward to. Yeah. I mean, they've already made some good wins on this. They just got cleaned up. Things are sitting nice. I mean, the West is already looking rocky in some spots from 5 to 8.
It is.
Feels good to have some stability to start off. Worry about some other things later.
These early wins matter, man. You start getting to March, people start being dinged up. We
lost them last year, so
like
bad teams too.
Yeah,
you talk about Houston being just a 10 seed. Who knows? They keep this up till middle of December and just have a good jump on the West.
Mm-hmm. You just never know. You're right. You never
500
know.
The rest of the season.
You never know with this. Look, yes, they don't have the roster like Boston. But Boston didn't get good like that until after around All-Star break. Not, of course, they don't have those players, but for Udoka's system to really get rolling, Boston looked terrible that first half when his first year. They look
like
awful.
People are always going to use the Boston first half, second half thing as an example, but at the same time, it's just an example of like you can still have the talent and it can still take so much time. I think that's when it's perfect. Like people are going to use it in cross context. We're like, oh, we could be a better team. It's like no. They figured their shit out.
Yeah. That's all right. That's all we're saying. We're just saying they're starting early. You're gonna see like, oh shit, it's starting. And they're going to look even better after All-Star break because it's going to be even more games together and shit. And he's going to be figuring shit out. He's a damn good coach. The Lakers should have went after him. I'm going to keep saying that. They should have fired him.
Track of how many times you connect things back to LeBron James.
Listen.
I'm going to keep a running tally.
Please. Listen, we all know. We all know LeBron stand. They were not going to act like I'm not.
I'm right. You own it. Go ahead.
I own that shit. I own that. Now, I call him out on some things. I don't let him just rock with everything. Now, I'm not gonna be true with him.
He played terrible yesterday.
He didn't play. You almost got me. He didn't play. He did not play. They tried to get that shit away last night. They definitely tried to get that shit away. But off to these teams this week, man. I hope y'all enjoying it. We're picking like 4 or 5 teams a week that we're gonna either bad or good that caught our eye. We're gonna run through all these. But
really, most of it's good at this point because every team
outside of the Clippers, outside of the Clippers, it's been pretty much teams like we've been.
I'm down to talk Clippers downfall.
It's more of a not live watch. It's more of a
perfect. All right, player of the week. I'm gonna start. I'm just gonna start. There's too many damn options out there, but I'm gonna start. My player of the week, this young man has been hooping his ass off. Last night was just like it for me to make him be my player of the week, and that is SGA. That is my player of the week. From the look at you guys did not have him, which is good. I don't think y'all had him on the radar. I can't tell.
Neither of my two.
All right. I had 2 of them, but I'm gonna go with him. I'm gonna stick with him. But since last week, man, they played the Hawks, the Cavs, the Kings, and last night they played the Suns. And this young man is just, how do you want it? I can give it to you on all 3 levels because he's making threes now. If SGA is making threes on a consistent basis,
you just gotta respect it. That's all you gotta do.
All you gotta do. You just 3 for 7, 2 for 5. You gotta respect it. He made it. He made him.
You gotta guard one of the best drivers in the league. It's nothing flashy.
Nothing.
It's smooth.
It's so efficient though.
So
a couple moves. He gets to a spot.
Little bank shot, little floater.
Bro. He against the Hawks last week. He went 38-6, 2 turnovers. Against the Cavs, 43-7-6, 3 turnovers. Against the Kings, 33-7-5. And then against the Suns last night, 35-7-4. What in the entire fuck is going on with this young man? He's hooping. He didn't even shoot below 56% in any of those games. That's my player of the week. So for the last 4 games, he's averaged 35-7-5. Wow.
Damn.
I want to pull
last night was it for me. Last night was it for me, bro.
I did not see this in his future early on.
No.
So all of this.
Kentucky guard 101. You don't think it happens. It happens. You're like, what the hell? Why is this keep happening?
Jamal Murray.
Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, this shit is amazing. This shit is he's
fucking Harrison brothers. Them Harrison brothers fucked that up, huh?
Oh my God. Where are they?
I hope they're happy.
Hey, they're college hoop legends. They don't care.
They don't give a fuck at all.
Bro.
They happy. They know they are. But that's my player of the week, man.
Tyler Ulis.
Yeah, shout out to him. There's too much. Yeah, ain't too much more I've got to say about him. Watch him. How do you want it? That's basically how he's doing it, man. With efficiency as well. Like,
how many shots is he taking each game? He got to be
20,
like the late teens.
22, 25, 22, bro.
Okay, is he getting them up too? That's not bad.
He's getting them up in 59%, 56, 68, 55.
On
crazy.
Shots from 4 feet to 14 feet, so like not in the restricted area, but like towards the mid range, shooting 60% there, which is the 97th percentile for all point guards. So
that's just
all mid range. He's shooting 54%. He's in the 90th percentile there, and then rim field goal percentage. He's in the shooting 62% there, 65th percentile. So like that's where his bread and butter is.
How do you want it?
How do you want it?
How do you want this work? Enough.
How do you want this work tonight?
In between the 3 in the restricted area, and we know he can score in the fucking bucket. God,
how do you want this work? And he will get to the line. And make him
get to the line.
Come on, man. How do you want this work, bro?
From time to time.
Yeah, man. This young man. This young man's doing this thing, bro. He's that guy, and
he's on a damn Skims ad every 5 seconds on my league pass,
looking like a damn model. His voice? He get the old model, little old seduction ass voice on these commercials. I'm like, man, I see him all the time.
The same 5 ads on league pass all the time.
The time.
No Skims, please.
Please, no more. I don't need no more Skim ads. But
I'm comfortable over here, man.
Yeah, me too, man. Shout out to SGA. Whoever wants to go next, the floor is yours.
Go ahead, Jonah.
Well, let's see. I feel like I already know who you're gonna take, so I'll go with number 2. I'll let you have your option.
Oh, for real?
Oh, this is crazy. This is crazy.
I'm feeling like he didn't have this one. I'm going with Idris Adebayo, aka Bam.
The
government.
I did not see a Miami Heat player making this list tonight.
I didn't either until I started looking through the weekly stats. Saw Miami has won their 4 games this week, all 4 of them. He averaged 25 points per game in those games, 53% from the field, 14 rebounds a game, 5 assists, 2 blocks, and 2 steals.
Okay, Bam.
The thing with Bam and his offense is you just want him to be more aggressive, more assertive with things. You don't want him to be the number 1 option, but just if him and Jimmy can kind of trade that off at times, it's only going to help things out more. I mean, he's just looked much more improved and assertive offensively, and 25 points per game. Like, you don't see that many situations with Bam. Like, that's a good week for him. I mean, they've had their fair share of adversity and question their roster build. Jimmy's missed some games, and they're still hanging on.
They are.
There's been a big reason why.
I've been on the fuck Miami train with their roster, but they are hooping, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. God, Miami just keep rolling. I'm just gonna shut my mouth. I'm gonna shut my mouth about Miami.
Otherwise,
I feel like he's had the tools, but it's just like he never consistently would look to score all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, that's only going to open up the passing. He's always been a great passer.
Yeah.
And Miami uses him in that mid-range where they have cutters from wherever. That's just that's how half of Miami's guys stay on the floor is their cutters.
This is very true.
So it just works out well with the flow of the offense, and he can get his, other people can get theirs. Jimmy can do his thing off that. If he's not playing, you just feed it back to Bam. Let him do his thing.
What is Miami? 6-4 now.
Yeah.
That's a better start than I thought they was going to have. I am not going to lie.
I know
it's a small sample size, but Bam putting up 25.
That's crazy.
That's something, yeah. Preseason, I said it before, like, I don't see that from Bam stepping up into that role when Jimmy starts to decline. So, I think 16 to 18 is where he usually is at or something. To get up above 20, if he can hold that.
But I think they have to have him do that, right?
They have to
have him do that.
Yeah.
Like, there's
After
nobody
a 1-4
else.
start, they've won 5 straight.
Yeah, like I don't give a damn. Honestly, yeah, you got to look at people's schedules, but sometimes, man, a win's a win. In 82 games, you need these wins early, man. I don't give a fuck who you're playing first. Get these dubs, because Miami, Jimmy gonna miss some games, so you need these wins, right?
Kyle Lowry's like 37 years old.
Yeah, you need these wins right now.
Hero's already had some injuries too, so
the decline for him, bro.
Do your thing.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of Duncan Robinson highlights.
Yeah, bro, he been moving like
Duncan Redemption Tour.
I don't understand,
yes, sir.
I don't get it.
That trade value up.
He had one bad year, and now he's back doing his thing.
I don't know. Oh, I forget. I'm talking about Miami but Miami do need Bam to score, but what is Tyler Hero doing over there? He's still averaging 20, 25 or some shit like that over there? I haven't.
He was putting up the same numbers as Zach so far, I think. 25, 5, and 4 or something like that. I saw a little comp.
Oh, shit. I didn't hear this news today. Mike Malone agreed to a contract extension with the Denver Nuggets.
The bag.
Little bag. Hero's averaging 23 a game right now. Bam is averaging 23 a game as well.
Okay. That's what's up. Well,
it's just figuring everything else out from there.
I had no idea Bam was Bam, but that's, Miami is one of those teams I still haven't locked in on yet. So now I'm going to have to catch some games this week and check them out. I mean, they're going to
lead and score on the team.
Well, not tomorrow. I'm not going to watch their ass. Oh, they're playing Charlotte. Never mind. I can check that out. It's the Wizards.
Matchup based. It's matchup based.
Miami,
random shout out.
Go ahead.
Mark Williams had 15 offensive rebounds in one game.
Holy shit! God damn!
Shout out Duke.
Some crazy shit. You got
your boy from Detroit, second in total rebounds.
Oh damn. SR
Thompson. Yes. What in the fuck? He is rebounding his ass out. So what the fuck is going on?
Get you some guys with some long arms.
Yeah,
seriously.
Damn.
And a crazy motor.
Listen, I tweeted Detroit and the Bulls look the same. And the Pistons are a young team. The Bulls make the same mistake. So we're bringing it back to the Bulls. But they make the same mistakes as the damn Pistons. And we're the veteran team. It's depressing, honestly. It really is. Blow this shit up. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Zo. So give us your player of the week, man.
Hey, just wait till Bam gets in those Heat culture jerseys.
Oh God, those jerseys are
anyway. Go ahead, Zo.
My player previously mentioned on the show, Alperen Sengun, out of Houston.
Yo, that was my other one I was gonna go with.
Appreciate that, because I did not come with two. I came with one.
Yeah, something told me you guys was gonna have him, one of you. So that's why I went SGA.
Buddy, hey, you said let's watch Houston. I started watching Houston, and this is a guy I was, a fan of last year, coming on out of nowhere.
I definitely heard you talk about him a lot last year. You definitely did.
To see him take this jump, like you said, 19 points, 8 rebounds. He's leading the team in scoring. Like, I did not see that for him. Last week alone, 21, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Like Jonas said earlier, his passing is slept on. They kind of use him like a little Jokic light, making plays. And they're winning.
He was playing some good deal against Jokic. I mean, I wouldn't say good deal. He was spacing them good. He wasn't able to get like them little over-the-top passes to Jokic like they like to do.
Active. Yeah. He's getting a couple blocks, couple steals sprinkled in here and there, but he's hooping. Houston's hooping. And
very much so.
I'd like to see if he can keep this up for a full 82.
I like his little floater he does. You don't see too many centers do floaters.
No.
He's got a nice little game inside, like just all around, honestly.
It's like a true floater, though. It's not like the Jokic little floater where you just kind of throw it at the basket. Like this got some air on it like a damn guard.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It goes so high in the air. It's
hooping. They just be
something
hooping.
Else. He plays at his own. I love players that can play at their own pace, and it's not like an issue. Like they can use that to their advantage.
And they still, it works with all those guys over there. Like Udoka's got something going. Good pick, Zo. That's a great pick.
Hey, appreciate the Jonah for letting me have it. Shit.
I threw him the lob.
And we both did, because I stopped and I was like, because somebody mentioned him earlier. I'm like, oh yeah, he's definitely getting talked about tonight. He's definitely getting talked about. He can play, bro. He can. Yep. He's doing his thing, man. He's definitely doing his thing. Man, what an episode! Shit, I don't even know how long it's been now. About an hour and a half, I believe.
Undisclosed time.
Yeah, undisclosed time. My bad.
It was a good time.
My bad. It was my. It was one thing I wanted to ask y'all before we got here, man. Do y'all still play fives? Y'all still play full court basketball?
Hey, the way my knees and my back set up, I am what you call an empty gym hooper only. I'm not even trying to go in there and get caught up in some. You want to play twos? Nah, I'm here to get my little work.
I only play if there's like people at the park that I know.
Smart.
If I go with like a group of people and it's like, at least I know I'll have some of my guys on my team. I'm not just gonna play with complete randoms. I can't do that.
I'm not showing up to a court where somebody's running up and down with a mic and a camera, about to end up on somebody's TikTok.
Oh yeah, because everybody. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm straight on that.
I'm too old for that. Just dead.
I never thought I would turn to the guy who's shooting around at the court at the gym, and they ask if I'm there. I'm like, no, I'm just watching. Like I just shoot around now, man. I buy a ball to shoot around. I don't do fives. Do I need to do now? I never thought
with people I know in an enclosed area.
Do I have to do?
Everybody can be safe.
If I got like two people,
supposed to do 35 and up leagues now? What the fuck?
Give me like at least two people on my team that I know or on the other team, and I'm like, okay, I can deal with this.
I got you. I just know five.
You can tell when it's going to be some bullshit compared when it's not going to be some bullshit.
Yeah. I just don't do that no more. I just shoot. I just shoot some jumper.
We be in the gym till like 2 a.m. hooping.
Yeah,
just
them days over.
5 run.
Yes, I can't do that no more, man. I cannot do that. I can't even stay up. I can't even stay up for a damn Lakers game. You can have me shooting at the gym all night? Oh God, no, absolutely not. But man, it was a great episode, guys. Shit, we can get up out of here. Y'all know the deal. This shit gonna drop in the morning. Well, it's gonna be Tuesday morning when y'all listen to this. But till next week is Uncommon Commentators. Peace.